Right. And here we are. Guys, look at this amazing setup. Let's get as many likes on this as possible. Please, if you would be so kind, let's get all the likes in. Share this far and wide, because we are here nice and bright and early, and we should be live. This is going to be a bit of a marathon live stream today. Tommy Robinson is here. Right, 1 second. This is what we got in the chat, live chat. Have we got audio? Can everyone confirm the audio's all good? Nice, we jumped up to 30 likes. We've got a small crowd forming here. We've got big barriers up there at the top. It looks like something's going on. Oh, we've got love from Australia. Look at this. This is just one of the screens. They're building a screen just here, and you can see the progress that we've got up here. Look, that's what it's going to be. This is truly gargantuan.
Big up, big up,
big up to Street Mike.
Hey, what's happening there, man?
Oh, they're getting up the Urban Scoop messaging.
Urban Scoop, big up Urban Scoop.
They can hear us from Western Australia. What's your message to Western
Australia? Make sure you tune in today. It's going to be an amazing event. This is historical. You're going to see nothing else like it in this country. You're going to see people of all races, all cultures, all ages. They're going to unite under one banner, and they're going to show they are patriots of this amazing country.
And so I take it you're excited then?
Listen, man, I haven't been able to sleep for at least 4 or 5 days. And what is really great, I'm not live streaming today. I'm a photographer today. So I've got the chance to photograph this event, and I get some lovely stills that everyone is going to see. What an amazing opportunity. And there's my 2 cameras. Big up.
Where can people find your channel?
Street Mike live stream on YouTube. STREET Mike MIC live stream. Big up.
Nice. Hello, hello, hello. What brings you guys out today? You're live, by the way. No, no, don't want to be live. Too shy, too shy. Hello, hello, Lewis Brackpool.
How are you? All right.
Oh, sorry. Are you in the middle of an interview?
I'm literally about to. Sorry, mate. I'll be with you in a bit.
Mate, we've got some big boy cameras here. And here's our little setup. Ben, do you think they're overcompensating?
Right.
I think they're overcompensating. Big crowd here, big crowd. Yep, live. Go on. Are you excited for today?
Let's have it. Yes, very excited today. Hopefully it'll be a wonderful time and people will be safe, behave well, and the police will keep themselves at a distance. That'll be good.
And what's the main thing that brings you down here today?
What's the main thing for me? Well, I mean, you know, they say be part of the crowd, be counted. If you're unsatisfied with the way things are in this country, do something about it, stand up. And they say, if not now, when? If not you, who? Come down if you can. Really, it really matters.
Nice. What are the main issues for you? What are the main things that you see going on?
Main issues, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm an Iranian survivor of an Islamic republic. My main thing is that I don't want Britain to become another caliphate of the Islamic world. I know it sounds hyperbolic, but believe it or not, things can change very quickly, very rapidly in this world. And I feel that we are way too complacent to political Islam. I'm not saying people don't choose their religion. Sure, believe in whatever you want to believe in, but political Islam is a dangerous thing that is actively working against the interests of this country. Countries like Iran, countries like Qatar, even your so-called allies of Saudi Arabia, they are not our friends. They are looking for an ultimate global hegemony of Islam. That is what Islam teaches. I'm sorry, you may like it, you may not like it, but that is the fundamental teachings. And if Europe and Britain allows it, these guys, the political aspect of Islam will penetrate all the levels of our society. I mean, they already are becoming our politicians. I will guarantee you by 2029 there will be an Islamic party in Britain. They will run as a separatist party to all the other parties, because right now their candidates are running under the Green Party, and yet they're calling for this is for Palestine. So they're clearly not running for Green Party. They don't care about Wales or the environment. It's political, and they're using whatever means they can to get there. Frank Herbert said, and I repeat this all the time, when I am weaker than you, I will ask for freedoms, because that is according to your principles. When I am stronger than you, I will take away your freedoms, because that is according to my principles. Believe me, these guys are not your friends. Germany is already shutting down mosques that are funded by the Islamic Republic of Iran and Qatar. I think we should start looking at these so-called holy houses of God in a very real way and in a very serious way. They are political establishments, and we should take it. We should believe them when they tell us they want to take over.
And that's Frank Herbert, the author of...
The author of Doom, yeah, the Children of Doom. Yeah.
So would you say fear is the mind killer?
Look, I'm not saying be fearful. I'm saying being, like when you put in your, when you go into your car, you put on your seatbelt. That's being in code yellow. I call it being in code yellow. You put on your seatbelt not because there's an imminent accident, but there could be potentially an accident ahead. So you are setting you're essentially protecting yourself ahead of time. That is what we should be in. We should be in code yellow right now. In fact, I think we should be a little bit more worried than code yellow, because I think given the demographic changes, given the immigration rates, things are going to change very quickly in this country, and I'm hoping at the moment it's not too little too late. That's all I'm betting on right now, is that things there's still time to turn this juggernaut around, because this country, it needs a reform. It needs a reform. Reform. I'm not caving for any political party, but reform.
What avenue do you think is best for Tommy to take? Where do you think this is going to go as a movement?
It has to be more than Tommy Robinson. It can't be just, I said this on Street Mike actually a few weeks back, the movement has to go on beyond just a cult of personality. It has to be bigger than Tommy Robinson. Britain is bigger than Tommy Robinson, and so it has to be a multi-generational movement. It can't be just a movement based around one person, because that person eventually gets old and dies. So you can't just build a movement like that. Reform isn't built around Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage is just a big part of it. So that's how it should be. It should be for the Brits, the British, the English, the Welsh, the Scottish, the Northern Irish. If you like your country and you like it to stay the way it is, do something. If not, others will take control and change it for you. That's as simple as that, really. If you don't take control of your destiny, others will. That's why marketing and advertising is a multi-billion-dollar industry, because they can influence you, they can control you, they can manipulate you. Don't be manipulated. Come out, support the causes that you feel is righteous and will lead your country to the best place. I'm an Iranian, I'm a guest in Britain, and I'm extremely grateful for the British and their hospitality and the way they treat, foreigners. But ultimately, this is for the British, the natives, the Aboriginal of this land. They have to fix this. We can help as foreigners, as migrants, as guests, as people who live in this country. We can be shoulder to shoulder with them, but they are the ones that have to make the movement. And I'm glad that people like Tommy exist. I'm glad that people like Nigel Farage and Reform exist, because there is at least some degree of pushback. Because we're not going to get it from your Conservatives. You're not going to get it from your Labour. You're sure as heck not going to get it from your Liberal Democrats. You need something outside of those parties. And yeah, as I said, there will be an Islamic party established by 2029. That is my prediction. Prove me wrong, please, because I don't want an Islamic party in this country.
What are the dangers of an Islamic party?
Well, they will simply push the Sharia, which is the Islamic law, furthermore within this country. They will start with things like Islamophobia, It will start with things like undercover blasphemy laws, which is what Islamophobia essentially is. They're gonna start with things like that, and then they will eventually have, right now they have halal meats in schools. They will eventually enforce headscarves in certain Muslim majority schools. They will eventually, it's just a bubble that just keeps growing. And eventually they will come for your daughters and for your wife and for your mother, and they'll force a headscarf on their head, just like they did in Iran. In Iran in 1978, no woman without her choice would wear a headscarf. By 1983, I think it was not 82, all women were in hijabs. And when my mum, she tells me when they were going to introduce the hijab, people were like, that's ridiculous, they'll never be able to do that. Iran, we're all secular, with women wear mini skirts and fur coats. There's no way they're going to force women into hijabs. Guess what they did? They told every business, you're not allowed to have a woman come into your shop without a headscarf. Otherwise they will fine you. Guess what they did in 2020? There was a certain little thing you had to wear on your face, otherwise you couldn't go shopping. Otherwise you couldn't get on a plane or a train. Well, that's how they introduce things in your life. They will make you wear things without your consent, because they will introduce it to the public services that you have to use. That's how it is. People think it's impossible. You yourself in 2020 were wearing a face nappy. You know it. You know it was ridiculous. You know it didn't protect you against anything, but you did it. Well, what do you think? How do you think the hijab's going to come into play? Exactly the same.
I want you on my podcast at some point. I want you on my podcast. Ben, would you grab this gentleman's... What's your name again?
Hafiz. My channel's Hafiz Reflects.
Hafiz
Reflects. Know me as
Banksy, Hafiz Reflects, guys. You need to subscribe to this guy, I think. Let's get a link in the chat if any of the mods are watching. Ben, can you grab Hafiz's number? Because I would love to have
I'm on the WhatsApp group, by the way. It's okay. I'll tell you later. I'm on the WhatsApp group. I'll message you on the WhatsApp.
Okay. Resistance GB. If you just type Resistance GB into YouTube, we're live right now. Do you want to be on?
I've been on it before.
Yeah, I think I remember you. Go on.
I did. I went, was it June the 1st? Was it June the 1st in St George's Day?
Was
it the one before that?
It was the last one. It was on the 1st of June, I think.
Yeah, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm back again.
What's brought you back?
I see my country going to bits, and I don't like the way it's going. And I just want it to get better.
What things are going wrong?
Everything. National wealth, housing, jobs, most things. People coming in from other countries. It's everything. Since I left school, since the 80s, it's got worse. And I didn't think I'd be here again in 2024, standing here waiting for something like this to happen again. It was happening back in my day when I was younger. And it's like it's never gone away. It's coming back. It's creeping back. And I just don't like the way it's going.
And what do you think needs to be done? What are the steps that need to be taken to fix things?
I think the main thing is immigration. That's the main thing that needs to be sorted out. You know, I mean, not everybody's bad. Not everybody's bad. There is, people like to come to this country. I agree with that, but there's people coming over with false passports and getting jobs in that, and working illegally. You know, it's not on. We're sort of like being pushed out. You know, and I just don't like it.
Are you worried about it pushing down wages and pushing up house prices?
Yes. Yeah, the English land is being built by flats as well. There's flats going everywhere. The green belt's disappearing. The scenery of England. It's all been like flats everywhere. It's horrible. It's not the way to live. You know. Yeah.
So where do you think this movement needs to go? Does it need to turn into a political party? Does it need to put pressure on MPs?
It needs someone. I admit Tommy's saying his bit, but it needs more people in Tommy to say it. You know, them in government, they're no good. They're just out for themselves. You know, And that's what it is. You know, something needs to be done in this country. And for one thing, we don't celebrate St George's Day. You know, I mean, we did then, when Tommy done it, because he put us on the map, and he brought everybody out, the English out and the British out. But that's what we should celebrate, St George's Day. We should be a national holiday for us. Any cut who's British, you know? That's why. Do you know what I like really to see here today?
What?
Is black soldiers. Black soldiers for the British Army. Standing for the war. You know what I mean? Because it's not all about race. They fought with us, so why can't they be here as well? Like black soldiers. Just standing here with the white people, with the Union Jack, that'd be nice. Because I'll tell you what, it was a black bloke that saved my dad from getting the beating. If it wasn't for him, my dad wouldn't be here today. And that was a long time ago.
Are you worried about all the leftist protesters who are meant to come down today?
Well, I am and I'm not. I am and I'm not. But Tommy said don't be frightened. So don't be frightened. I'm an Englishman at the end of the day. Strong hearted. I'm not going to run from anybody. I'm going to be here and support my country. That's what I'm doing.
Good man. Good man.
Can I take a quick picture of that?
There, go on, take a picture. Resistance GB. Guys, thank you for all the people that we've got about 1,000 people now watching live. If you could you hit that thumbs up button and just boost us as much as possible. Let's everyone get a thumbs up. Let's go thumbs up through the roof. Get all of those likes because it will boost it in the algorithm so loads more people will be able to jump in. And if you share this with your friends, that would be massively appreciated. You can share this with your friends. All the best to you. If you can share this with your friends, that would be massively appreciated. Because let's get the word out far and wide. Let's get as many people aware of what's going on today, and let's spread the news. That's what we do. Anyone who wants to support us, by the way, because obviously we've got phone contracts, batteries get worn out, SD cards, travel, everything's come down here to do this. If you want to help us out, we've got a Patreon. We've got about, how many people have we got on the Patreon? Is it 14 people?
14, yeah.
Yeah, we've got 14 people. So we're making a grand total of £37 a month, which is not enough to cover this. So if you would be kind enough, if 10% of the people watching right now were happy to give £3 a month, that's not a week, a month, then that would help us cover the podcast and just cover our travel down here, and any sort of like spare bits of kit that we need to replace, we could do that rather than it all coming out of our own pockets, because it does basically all come out, it just all comes out of our own pockets. So if you want to help, massively appreciated. Also, we've got to say a thank you to the Blockheads, right, who sponsored our last podcast. They are doing an event. They are performing with a bunch of freedom bands at Bush Hall, Shepherd's Bush on the 3rd of August. And I'm going to be down there, so I suggest you buy a ticket. Ian Jury's old band, Spasticus Autisticus, right, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, right, great band. I've seen them perform once before, interviewed Mick Gallagher, who's quite awake to what's going on with the New World Tyranny. So the fact they're performing now and giving an opportunity to freedom bands, I think that's something that a lot of people who believe in freedom want to sign up for. So it's nice to have them helping a little bit with covering the costs of the podcast. So thanks to them. I know they haven't sold that many tickets for Bush Hall, but usually they're sold out each time. So you should go buy some tickets for Shepherd's Bush Hall for the 3rd of August, Saturday, 3rd of August. The Blockheads are performing, and one of the mods can find the link. If you go on Bush Hall, just search up Bush Hall, you should find the event, stick in a link, as many people going down to Blockheads as possible. It's a really fun night. I'm going to be there. So if you go down, you can come and meet me.
Also, I think that the venue, Bush Hall itself, is doing really poorly. That's why there's been trouble.
Yeah, and Bush...
I mean, and they're trying to keep small venues open. Sadiq Khan wants to shut them.
Yeah, Sadiq Khan does want to shut small venues. And also, you've got the fact that you've got a venue that's actually hosting openly freedom acts, openly anti-establishment acts, and you've got proper, massive, like, retro bands that's coming in and that's helping new people come forward. I think that's great. I appreciate that. I think that's amazing that, you know, they're one of the few bands that's actually taken this step to perform with people, because any other venue probably would have been cancelled, and any other band probably would have said, oh, who are these conspiracy theorists? But anyway, let's get back to it. Why are people wearing coats? I don't actually see anyone. Oh, there's one guy wearing a couple, two guys wearing coats. I think people know about English weather, and they're a little bit wary because they know what English weather is like. Hello. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good
Right.
to see you too.
I have to interview.
Hello.
Who are you and what brings you out here?
I am Sydney Jones. I run Journo Jones on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, a lot of social media. I'm here not necessarily to support Tommy as a person, but to support the movement, against the invasion that we face, not only with immigrants, but within minds and within intellectuals. Invasion of Pride, for example. I mean, we were supposed to have Pride in London today here, but they've suddenly moved on. And to fight for the young people, because they're victims of this. They don't want to admit it, but they've been groomed. They are victims in all of this. They feel like they have to support an ideology to be liked, and I am here to say, no, you don't. You can believe whatever you want.
And people still like you?
Exactly. You can still find friends.
Are you saying you've got friends, Sid?
Shockingly, yeah. I have a lot of friends.
So you're excited about today, I take it?
Yeah, I think it'll be good today.
Are you a little bit worried about all the leftists coming down?
I think it would be entertaining. I mean, I don't get worried about it. I just be like, yeah, come on, let's go.
So you think you can take a few soy boys?
No, but I can embarrass them.
Hello. James, do you want to say hello?
Hello.
We're live. Where can people find you, James?
Students Against Tyranny on YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, etc. I'm excited about today. This is going to be massive. I mean, look at, we've got 3 stages that have been set up. I don't know how much money has gone into this. And there's a couple hundred people here already. So I'm estimating around 50,000 people. I think we're going to definitely outweigh London Pride as well. So I don't know what that's about up there though. So it could be Pride doing an event up there. We'll find out later. That's all I gotta say really.
Well, I guess this is British Pride rather than London Pride.
What do you mean?
Well,
exactly. We're proud to be British. Rather than dividing everyone up into these little intersectional groups, we're united under one flag, and that's what being British is all about. Whereas the political left, they like to unite on this very divisive issue of your sexuality, and most of us don't care what you are. You can be gay, you can be trans, whatever you do in your own bedroom's up to you. It's when you start policing our language, our free speech, when you start coming after our children, is when we have an issue with it. Whereas this isn't divisive in the least. I mean, they like to say, oh yeah, well the British Empire was responsible for slavery and millions of other deaths. Every country has tried to colonise one or another at certain points in history. Look at the Italy Empire, the Spanish Empire, etc. So yeah, we're uniting under one flag, under one banner, and that's what this is about. It's about unity and bringing the British people together.
Cool. Nice. I'll grab you in a little bit.
Yeah, nice one.
Okay, mate, look at the size of these screens. I don't think you can really appreciate the scale. Look at the people, look at the screens. And you've not got just one, but that's the third one that they're building up there. I don't know why that's taking a bit longer. I think they're getting that one all sorted. The microphones they've got, so the speakers I mean, huge, because I've seen a lot of protests in this square where people can't hear at the back. I don't think that's going to be any trouble today. There's a National Portrait Gallery, and from what we know, the socialists are going to be heading in from this direction and trying to cause trouble. I'm a little bit alarmed. Because it doesn't, you can see traffic down there going up and down. It doesn't appear that there's any barricade down there. So I don't know what's happening, because I would have expected a barricade taking off that road if the police were taking this as seriously as they did last time. I've got to say, the police are criminals, they are thugs, but last time they did a good job. Fairly. Apart from Nick Cotton, who I will mention, right? But they did a fairly good job. However, today is an opportunity, so we don't know what they're going to do today. We don't know whether this is going to be an opportunity for them to try and derail the movement that's going on by allowing a lot of socialists to come in and cause trouble. Like, the idea is it's meant to keep the two different protests contained, separate from each other. Are they going to do that? That's going to be the tester today. So, I mean, Sid, Journo Jones, please do subscribe to our channel, has said, you know, she'll handle the soy boys and embarrass them. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, right now we can work with the directional mic, right? Do you want to come with me whilst I do a couple of interviews?
Where we go? What, with this?
Yeah.
I don't know how to work this though, you don't understand.
Okay.
Why don't
So-
you just keep doing it on the stream? I don't understand.
You turn this on, and you press
Turn
that.
this on. Go on, what? Go on, show me.
So you turn this on to there, where it's got the little that
Are
button.
you still on live stream?
Yeah, I'm still on live stream. This stream is going forever now. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. And then it's this button to record. You're now recording. You see that red dot? That's you now recording. And the audio.
We're going to lose this spot if we don't stand it.
Can we tape it off? 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
If I wasn't standing, this camera wasn't here, you literally could have just been walking up and down it trying to get a spot.
How much do we need the space on the screen? Or do you know
It's
what?
a pretty good spot when everyone starts talking.
Well, let's take this off. You can hold it and you can hold it still.
Yeah, okay.
And then that way we can double up on the interviews, because then we can have some higher quality interviews. Hold this. See this?
I can't see anything, it's too sunny.
Big thanks to my tech support today.
That's not on, oh yeah, the lights are on. I know.
What about them? They're from all over the world, and I love them, and I'll always love them.
I know that guy's podcast. He does a crime podcast.
Okay, let's interview him.
Yeah.
There's enough footage out there now with.
I've been watching his podcast quite a lot. I can't remember his name though.
And our generosity, they got advantage of us, and we don't seem to get any back a bit more. So I'm in.
Got some bagpipes somewhere.
We need a little bit more of it right now.
Also, guys,
So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I flew in early from Spain to come in to support the cause, and also not only that, I now interview people myself. So in years to come, when this day is mentioned at the dinner table, and someone's saying it to me, it's full of racist fascists. So actually,
I think this is the wrong angle.
what, sorry?
You're gonna need to angle it first.
No, I think it's good. It then just slides over.
Yeah.
I don't need to believe what someone that wasn't here wants to tweet about it or X about it, whatever it's called now. So, yeah, I'm here to see it with my own eyes.
Have we got a veteran down here today? Would it be okay to interview you?
Yeah, of course you can.
Hi, Theo.
Of course you can.
So, do you want to say who you are and why you come down?
Yeah, I'm Simon Bean. I'm also known as the Maverick Veteran on social media, although I'm barred on most of it at the moment, like it is. Life's good. This is happening today, and I thought, well, I've got to come down, got to support it. As soon as Steve heard, so Tommy, heard that I was coming down to support it, he said, I need a veteran. He says, to speak, can you do some speaking? So I'll be doing a speech today, only about 6 minutes long. basically about veterans and how they're treated by the government. So, and not necessarily in the best way possible, you know. So I'm hoping today, because the 1st of June obviously woke a lot of people up. I didn't attend that. Today's going to wake up even more people, and hopefully this will go on and it will become a movement that perhaps travels the country as opposed to just being central to London, and really gives the shout out that the people want, so that we can affect some change.
So what change do you really want to see?
I'd want to see migration controlled. I want to see those boats stopped. I want to see our own homeless people, so not just veterans, but the citizens of this good nation that are homeless, irrespective of their colour or their nationality. I want to see them housed and not laying in shop doorways, etc., just receiving abuse by some members of the public. So that, I think, is my main thing. And then, of course, on top of that, it's the financial situation, because everybody is struggling at the moment to sort of maintain a quality of life that is deserved by everybody in 2024. So if we can bring the cost of living down, increase jobs for working class British people, by cutting down on the amount of net migration that we've cut in, I think we're on a bit of a winner.
Because it does depress wages and it puts up the house prices,
massively. And this fiscal drag now, because they didn't up the level at which you start paying tax, even people that are just on a pension, like my military pension that I get because I served 22 plus years, my pension now attracts tax, whereas before it was tax-free. So that means that when I go to my workplace, every penny I earn at work attracts tax, because I'm already over that threshold. And I'm about, I would say, one pay rise now away from the higher tax bracket.
40%?
40%.
And that's just on your income, and then when you spend it you have to pay VAT, right? And then fuel duty as well if you're buying fuel. If you want to buy tobacco, most of the cost is going to be tax as well.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay national insurance on top. And then if you die and you want to give the remainings of what you've finally managed to save to your kids, they're going to tax you for dying, aren't
on the inheritance tax. And the same, if you've got a property or a couple of properties and you're going to sell them, any profit that you've got is open to another tax. So everything you do, you're taxed. The moment you are born, you're taxed. The minute that birth certificate is issued, the government are rubbing their hands together thinking there's somebody we can tax in the future. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, everything is taxed, and it just should not be. Put a £20,000 threshold in, a basic rate of tax, let everyone go to work. That's going to reduce the dole queues. It's going to encourage more people going to work, because I was young once, believe it or not, and young people just say, what's the point in me going to work to earn £12,600 or thereabouts and then give the rest away as tax, when I can earn all that sitting on my ass, playing on my Xbox in benefits. If you upped it to 20 grand, that would incentivise them to get out, because most jobs pay under 20 grand anyway, basic work. They're paying zero tax, they're on a winner, the job queue comes down, everybody's out.
What do you think about a flat tax instead? Because at the moment we've got multiple different tiers. Corporation tax is different from income tax, meaning people like, Jimmy Carr, I believe, turn themselves into companies to avoid paying tax, and then they take profits and everything, and it's essentially a scheme that can be mugged off. When Estonia went to a complete flat tax, they said everyone, rich, poor, you're paying the same percentage. Do you not think that that's a fairer system, so that no group can say, oh, I want to vote for this and get someone else to pay for it?
I think that's worth looking at. Like, I've not heard of that, and I must admit it's something that I've not thought of. But again, it gives you the incentive, doesn't it? if everybody's paying the flat rate of tax, you're going to aim for the skies more to try and earn more, knowing that your tax isn't going to go up when it hits the next threshold, which is pretty much what everyone panics about.
Yep.
Because I even worry about doing overtime now. If I do overtime and I do more than, say, 5 hours a week in overtime, I'm edging ever closer to that higher tax bracket. And that can't be. So maybe that's the way ahead. Perhaps put everybody on 25%.
I would say 20% and then cut the size of the state maybe.
Yeah. Get rid of some people at the top and save some money. Like the civil service is too big, it's ballooned out. They call it the blob, don't they? Trim that right down. The NHS is top heavy, it's almost like an inverted pyramid. You've got all the management at the top and very few actual nursing and doctoring staff at the bottom level. You need to turn that up the other way, the way that it used to be, before they started putting in all these different managers for all these different issues that they say exist. But I don't believe they actually did exist. It was just a fad.
All the HR departments, right, everything up.
Yeah.
And what do you think about moving back to the gold standard? To stop the government just borrowing infinite amounts of money and debasing our currency?
I think it's a great idea. And gold is going at what, £1,800 thereabouts an ounce, I think. I saw last night on the news. So why not go back to the gold standard? But is there any gold left? People say that the Federal Reserve has run out of gold. Have we got any gold, or did we sell it off?
310 tonnes left.
Not very much, is it?
Not much, but better than many countries.
Yeah.
And also, if you were to go back to the gold standard and you're the first country to buy, you could buy that gold standard for your fiat currency, and you could essentially monopolise. It's early bird catches the worm. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do you think the government should be banned from being able to borrow money?
I think the government should just be banned. Full stop. I think we need a 5-year gap of no government. We need law and order. Leave law and order in place, but get rid of the government. Let's just have a complete reset of government, and then in 5 years, say 2030, when everything's supposed to be happening, bring a new government in.
Oh, I mean, I think people might get addicted to having no government. You're tempting me.
Yeah, well,
you're making me excited
look
now.
Look how much money they cost us.
So
let's do an Oliver Cromwell, get them all out, have a good state full of good law and good order, and then put another people's government in place.
No, you're making me smile too much when you're talking about decapitating Keir Starmer.
Comrade Starmer.
Okay, so we talked about loads of great ideas that are essentially pro-freedom, that are more common sense, more sensible government. What are the steps to achieving that? What avenues need to be taken?
Well, I don't know really. I haven't really given it that much thought. But obviously you need to make sure that all the systems are 100% in place. So you need a good law and order system, which is gone downhill these days. The judicial system itself appears to be more and more corrupt. Every time you go to court, or the government goes to court to fight something that it wants, like the ECHR, for example, the judicial system always turns around and says, oh, no, you can't do that, so you're back on the merry-go-round. Every time you want to stop a boat and you get the judicial systems involved, it's no, you can't do that, and you're back on the merry-go-round. So we've got to sort out the judicial system. We've got to sort out these boys and girls that police us on a daily basis and make sure that they're paid, they're trained, and they're able to police us in the way that I'm sure they actually want to police us correctly. And go through this, the Houses of Parliament, with a fine-tooth comb and just weed out every little bit of bureaucratic red tape that doesn't need to be there. Like there's shed loads of red tape still sitting there from Brexit. And I, like many, still don't believe that Brexit's even really happened. It's just a thing. It's just, you haven't got freedom of movement, but everything else seems to still be happening. We're still carrying on with lots of law and stuff from the EU. So we can't live with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We're either 100% out or we're back in there. But either way, all the red tape, all the bureaucratic nonsense, I think needs to be sorted out. And then have this big reset, no government for 5 years, and then start fresh.
And what's the means for obtaining that? Because at the moment, all of the institutions are compromised. All of them are controlled by the far left.
There's no one you can trust, is there?
No, not even the Church of England has been immune.
There's absolute no.
What's the way forward for this and Tommy's movement here?
I think what we've got to do, just as a nation of hard-working people, we just have to keep pushing on, highlighting all the issues, until such times as we've got such a huge number of people that are in disagreement with the way this country is being run, that the government of the day has to then take notice and reset itself.
Okay, awareness. And could you do me a favour? We're making our footage available to Urban Scoop. So could you say your name and say that you're happy to be on Urban Scoop, if that's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. My name's Simon B. I'm known as the Maverick Veteran because I tend to speak my mind, not although everyone believes everything I say or agrees with everything I say. And I'm more than happy to be on Urban Scoop. Cheers, thank you, kind sir. That's great to see you.
Thank you.
That was interesting. Got my brain working.
Yeah, I always like to ask people the questions that no one else asks. That's my thing.
Got my brain working, that.
All right. Hello. Oh, you're the missus.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Make me work for a living. Hello, James.
Hi, Simon, you alright, mate?
Yeah, got 4, mate.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, mate.
No, I was hiding, mate. I was fed up.
Would you be so kind as to hold this for 1 second?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you. My assistant.
Yeah, it's right wing cancel culture is what they call it, isn't it?
Yeah, I was fucking just pissed off from it. I was miserable. And when I make myself miserable, I just know that if I sort of try and do anything or speak to anybody, I'm going to make them miserable as well. So I just hide out the way.
Fair enough.
And make Chrissy miserable instead.
What do you interview, Simon?
Hello, darling.
See you later.
How are you? You're looking well.
Alright, just had a quick battery change there.
I have no idea.
Right, I always go left to right with the batteries. So let me switch them around and then we'll be back up and ready to go. Find some more people to interview. 1 second, I apologise for having to look at the floor. I'm slumming it. Oh, thank you.
Are you still on YouTube and everything?
Yep.
Because I stopped watching YouTube. So many of the people that I watch got banned. Do you know what I mean? So,
Oh, but I mean, we're on Odyssey. We're on BitChute as well. So if you want to watch us on Odyssey or BitChute, we're there. Rumble has been so janky that we've not been able
I
to.
like Odyssey.
Yeah. So find us on Odyssey. Anyone who wants to subscribe to us on Odyssey, please do. And anyone who wants to support what we're doing, do you know how much we're making at the moment? £37 a month.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, we've got 14 people who are kind enough to donate £3. So we're hoping that we've got 2,000 people watching at the moment. If we had 10%, then 10% of you giving £3 a month, we would be able to expand massively everything we do, cover more events. If we had 10% of just the people watching right now live. So if you guys want to help, be the 15th person. Be the 15th person to give us some help, because at the moment we're on £14. The Patreon link, if the mods can put the Patreon link in the chat, or hop on to our main YouTube channel when there's a link to our Patreon, just so we can afford to come down here.
Yeah, I know, it's expensive.
Yeah.
We come up stay in hotels and everything, you know.
Well, I'm lucky. The only reason I'm really able to do this is because I'm in London.
Yeah.
And because I'm in London, it means that, like, sometimes I do travel out. Like, I went up to Clacton multiple times. It cost me a bomb for the election, because we're looking at what Farage was doing, because you're talking about Farage's policies. I went up to North West Leicestershire, you know Andrew Bridgen. So I went up there twice. That cost a bomb as well. But we don't want to just stay constrained in London. Obviously, it's the best place to be located in terms of what's going on. But there are things around the country, and we don't want to be completely isolated from everything else. You know? So we try our best.
Yeah, Simon self-funds through his working, you know, but then that limits how much he can do.
Or I think a lot of people say they support, they appreciate it, and some people don't have the money, and that's completely fine. No one's expected to give money they don't have. But if people can give a couple of quid, or at least share things out as widely as possible. But yeah, just having the support there. But I'm going to have to check out your channel.
Yeah.
I will do.
Hopefully that's
And I look forward to the speech. I will.
Fair on my phone, might be easier on my phone up there, flicking through me phone.
What you found?
We speak.
Oh, okay.
I bought it up
No
on the
previews,
iPad.
no spoilers. Away with your spoilers. Spoiler alert. All the grifters. Well, I'm grifting for that £34 a month. Yes, that's my grift. That's my grift. My grift is my £34. Hello there. May I interview you?
Yeah, sure.
So, what brings you out here today, man?
To support Tommy Robinson for the future of our country, really. You know, we've got a massive problem with Islam. The Labour Party won't fix it. Tories won't. Alright, reform are headed in the right direction, but I don't think they are the solution.
What are the main things you see going wrong with Islam?
Well, I mean, there's a growing number of Islamic people in the country. Could quite possibly see, I don't want to see Sharia law introduced, but I think it's quite possible in the next 10 to 15 years if we don't change course, where we're heading. So, yeah.
Are you worried about them introducing blasphemy laws?
Yeah. I think that could be potentially a problem. Especially under a Labour government, you know.
You say that, but I think it tends to be the Tories get in and they do what Labour would have done, but then they stamp a Union Jack on it, and therefore they get away with it. Everyone goes, no, but it's gonna stop them. And it's like, no, man, come on. The Tories brought in way more people than Labour did.
The Uni Party. They're exactly the same as each other.
I think
they know better.
The Tories just have better PR.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you think about? What do you want to achieve? What are your goals? What things do you want to see change?
I think I just want to see people make a stand. I think there's so many people who just sit at home, complain about it, or complain about it online, or whatever. Nobody comes out. Nobody attempts to make a difference, you know. And hopefully it'll raise awareness for other people as well who aren't quite aware of these things.
And how old are you, Miles?
21.
21?
Yeah.
And may I ask which region you come from?
Sheffield.
So you've come all the way down from Sheffield today?
Yeah, I got on the coach at 5:30 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a level of dedication.
Yeah. I came to the one on June the 1st as well. Well, I got there at 1:30 in the morning that time, so that was more of a trek.
So, what's it like in Sheffield? Because famously, it was this great industrial city that made the best steel in the world.
Yeah, it's in Sheffield. You have to be. Views like mine aren't popular in Sheffield. You know, my local MP is Louise Haigh, the Transport Secretary.
I don't know them, I'm afraid.
You have to be very careful what you say.
What's been the effects of mass migration?
I think the culture. I think culture is the problem. Not integrating with British society. That is my main concern. No, I don't mind people coming here to work, integrate with the culture. That is number one. That's key. You know. I mean, the dinghies coming in on the boats, we're housing them in hotels. That's costing us a fortune. Why aren't we turning them back round straight back to France? You know, yeah.
Do you feel threatened where you live, just for exercising your free speech?
Yeah. I actually work in the local shop in my area, and you know, you get to know people, you get to know what they like, and I know I have to be very careful, especially like when I'm at work, just in the area in Sheffield generally. Yeah.
Are you worried about the rape gangs as well?
Yeah, well, they're quite close in Rotherham, you know. There's a lot of stuff going on in Rotherham, which is just next to Sheffield. So, I mean, not for me personally, but for the safety of women on the streets, absolutely.
So, steps to take. Where do you want to see this movement go? What do you want to see it do?
I think we need more than just... Like, Tommy Robinson's great, don't get me wrong, but we need more than just him to step up. We need other big, well-known figures to step up and make a stand and do something. Where exactly it's going to go, I'm not too sure. But something does need to happen.
Rightio. What do you want to say to... We've got about 2,400 people watching.
If you're not here, get here. You know?
Thank you.
Cheers.
Help, you know? Steve.
Oh, that's alright. But he's going through a lot. Right, will you grab this for a second?
No, I'm saying Steve on the phone. Steve's on the phone.
Hello, Steve. How's it going? Oh, it's all good down here.
You're on a live stream, Steve.
Yeah, you're
yeah. He just walked up to me behind me with the live stream.
The live stream is always on. Like, Ben's terrified now. But I'm going to leave you with this.
Well, I got the live stream, Steve. So
I say go around, speak to people. If you want to talk to anyone and record it, just put that button on the top and pop it back on.
Are we not just recording?
This is the live stream. The live stream is separate to the GoPro. So the GoPro is the higher quality footage. The live stream is just for people to watch it live. We don't usually clip out of our
I'm not
live
going to bother with the GoPro. I'll just live stream it. I'll just point at people. Where are you going?
I'm going to Tesco's.
Can you get a bottle of water?
Yeah, so you want a bottle of water.
Bottle of fizzy and a bottle of still.
Okay, fizzy water and still water.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Have you had any breakfast?
No, but I don't want to get it from Tesco's. We'll get something later.
Mate, there's probably not going to be an opportunity, so do you want a meal deal?
Do I want a meal deal from Tesco's?
Oh my god, you bloody snob. You hear this guy? He's like, ooh, do I want a meal deal from Tesco?
I'll just have some fizzy water and some mineral water,
Come on with me one night. On Wake Up UK.
Okay.
You know
Right,
me,
Steve, I'm going to
around the country. You've met in York and bloody everywhere.
Yeah. Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Will you speak to our screen whilst I go to the shop?
Yeah, of course. What do you want to say?
Say what you're witnessing down here and what you're excited for.
Are you interviewing me or do you want me just to freely speak?
Well, just free to speak.
So tell me when, just to say.
Go.
Okay, hi guys, my name's Alan Merritt, Child Abuse Survivor Campaign, and basically I campaign for the children, I'm champion for the children because I came from abusive state welfare, spent 17 years in institutions, all my family abused in state welfare, my two sisters, my brother, we're put into a place called Beach Home, I've got it on the top of my shirt, you can find me on the internet and TikTok as well. A lot of my videos with Joe Fine and all sorts of things, and my shows are all on the internet. If you type my name in either in Google, I'm quite big on the internet, but at the end of the day, it's not about individuals or egos or anything like that. Predominantly, I campaign for the children, and then I interview survivors. And when I interview survivors, it's very, very difficult to try and get people to speak out about historic child abuse. You know, when you talk about satanic, historic child abuse, you can go on for a very, very long time. So, yeah, thanks guys, thank you for that. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's great. Ben, Tommy Robinson's down there, all our stewards have also headed off and we still need to go to shop. Would you be okay keeping an eye on the camera?
Yeah, of course, yeah, I'm next week.
We can leave the camera here, let's move, let's go by Tommy Robinson and let's head down to the main thing.
So you going to the shop?
And we'll go to the shop on the way.
Are you not heading down to the main thing either?
No, I'll stay here watch this.
All right, great. If you
want to get something over there, you can.
So are you going to get the water?
Let's go. Okay,
Be careful.
Okay. Have you got a spare battery?
I don't have the batteries, no. Do you want me to bring them?
Yeah, we could do with a spare battery.
Or the battery that you
Let's quickly interview Tommy, then we'll grab a battery, then we'll go down. All right, guys.
No, none of this is on.
This one. This one. Yeah, and then it's red.
And we got one there. Where do you want me around there?
We'll see. We'll see if we can get in. If we can get in, and if we can speak to him, then we'll speak to him.
Patron. I don't see anything in here.
Encourage other people to step forward.
No, that makes it worse.
Then sort of feel morally obligated to do so, purely based on the fact that we're so suppressed
1 second.
with our opinions, beliefs and values.
No, you just need to adjust the focus, my friend.
And we get, I want to say we. Then you make it
Yeah, but I mean, I know.
I'm here to unite the kingdom. I want the UK to
Takes the light off it.
cleanly and understandably harmonious.
I point it and I shoot. That's why I use the phone.
Any culture, any religion,
I don't know
That looks fine for the distance you're at.
apprehensive about saying how they feel after the fact. We are very
Security. It's good. It's good. It's good to have this much security, but it is insane.
You're offended by everything. It's shameful. Every time. Do you know the only time Muslims took to the streets and robbed and I can't have the only time they took to the streets when they said they wanted to put CCTV cameras in their taxis. Then they started protesting. They didn't protest over the girls. They didn't tell them.
I understand that.
There's dead girls across this country. They don't get to do that.
Remember between the ages of 16 to 24, and now today men don't even care to even admit women to a man.
My opinion is you always see masculinity today. Everyone who's masculine is here. And everyone who's not masculine is on the counter demonstration plus a square with blue hair, pink hair, and their boobs cut or their penis cut.
And just one more question. I said that Tommy Robinson deserves his own national holiday. What would you like it to be called, and what date would you like it to be?
I don't think I deserve my national holiday for him. I think our armed forces deserve more than 1 day a year. If we're having a month of celebrating pride, I don't know why, it's the generosity. We need to have a month of celebrating our armed forces. We have to have a month of remembering, respecting. So I don't think I deserve anything when you put it into context, I faced a few bad words, a couple of punches, and a few threats. Think about what our forefathers done, and not just what our forefathers done. People sign up to the British military, they're getting shot out there and their legs thrown off. They deserve the respect they deserve it. So yeah.
This is what you call true masculinity. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
I hope that was a day.
Can I just have a photo of both of you together?
I forgot to press record.
It's a lovely photograph, beautiful. Tommy, please.
You didn't need the script.
That's beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. How's it going? How's it going? Not too bad. Would it be okay to quickly... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, am I getting you on at some point soon?
Whenever you want.
Okay, beautiful. Is it okay to grab a quick interview?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So...
When we stand this way, so I can get the sun in the face. It's in your face.
I've got the melanin for it. Okay, so what is your prediction for today, Tommy? What's it going to be like?
What's it going to be like? I'll tell you what I hope it's like. I hope everyone comes in. I hope we fill this entire square. I hope that tens of thousands have come. We've got some entertainment, we've got singers, we're going to have a celebration. I hope people will enjoy it. You can see we've gone all out, yeah, and we haven't been able to go all out without the public supporting this. The public want this. The cost has been astronomical, but people have supported it. None of this would be possible without the British public who have supported us on this day. We want to celebrate and have a great day, man. So I think we're going to hear some great speeches. I'm going to show a documentary which is going to expose the judiciary like no one ever has. It's going to be a long day, yeah. So I think people are coming for that, and yeah, we're going to have a great day.
So your last one was against two-tier policing. This is against the judiciary.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's not just against the judiciary, because really I don't want to hijack the day. This should be about celebrating Britain, celebrating who we are, and people are surprised, will be surprised by the diversity of the country, because we've gone past the bullshit label. Ordinary, and do you know what? You just look at the average British public. We were happy with the migrants who have come in. We know the migrants who have come in. My mother come here. Most of my friends who live in Jamaica, they're in Italian. They all come here and embrace this nation. They've worked hard, they've worked tirelessly, and they've integrated and assimilated. And as we face a problem now with the migration crisis and invasion, I don't want, and no one wants the British public turning in a decent, in a hostile way. So we're going to celebrate the people who have come here and send that message to the country.
And so, what do you want to see happen with migration? What are your targets?
Close the borders and just close them. Stop it. Stop it. Just close the borders. It's ridiculous. No one wants to feel what minorities in low towns cities. No one wants to see it. Even if you close the borders today, the demographic growth forecast for the Islamic community is still telling people. But this is, I get an example. There's a young boy, a young Bosnian family when I was 12 years old. They come and moved in with the Bishop family in my road. A son, a brother, a sister, and a mother. Their father was killed in Bosnia. You would feel proud of our country. He's gone on to become a great citizen of social society. You'll be proud of our country getting it. This isn't that. This is young fighting age men. This isn't women and children who are dating. This is not self-doubt. So it's fake, it's bullshit. I'm not against helping people. That's not what we're seeing. People are frustrated. And not just frustrated. Dentists can't people in that routine. You can't get a doctor's appointment. Your children can't get into schools. Whilst that's going on, who gets priority? It's not the British. It's not the British. It's not the British whose forefathers sacrificed this country. It's not the British whose family have been paying taxes for generations. It's people who have come from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq, or Somalia who are given priority. It's insane. Just put the British people first and look after. Our government's job is to protect British people first and foremost, not protect Afghanistan, not protect Somalia. And I'm also against our country's geopolitics in those countries. Leave them alone.
What is the motivation behind all of it? Is it a sort of self-hatred of the British identity, or is it an attempt to balkanise and, because they divide everyone up into little groups, they gain more power?
They're replacing us. And as we turn and argue with each other, which we're guilty of, that's when you do that. They're taking all our freedoms and that's their plans. So, at this point, there's a 177-page United Nations document on the replacement of migration. They're open about it. They don't hide it. That's what they're doing. So, yeah.
What steps are you going to take with this? Where is this going as a movement?
I think that we need a cultural movement. I don't believe we need a cultural movement that works in schools. So all of the people sitting together, this is way bigger than me and my support base, yeah? And the culture is not just British culture, it's an attack on the whole Western culture. So we're going to talk to very influential people that brings and unifies people together. Sometimes not one person to do that. So I'm involved. Okay? So we've had lots of talks, and more talks going on, and there'll be something else after this, but it won't be, it shouldn't be.
So you want it to grow and you want it to get
I want to see, with me leading something like that, it's limited because of the attacks on it. Yeah? So there's so many people, we've spoken to professional boxers, celebrities, comedians, who all agree, okay, but they're scared because of the toxic. Take me out of it, the country needs it. Okay? The country needs it. It needs far bigger than me. So that's why these meetings have been going on, to bring people together, to have people making what's the need, what does a cultural movement do? How does it look? Instead of celebrating LGBTQ+ for a month, we need to celebrate family. We need to bring people back to family, identity, all of these things. So we need marches for family, not just for what we're seeing. Marches pro-Christian culture in this country.
And your message to anyone who's thinking of running down here today, who's watching live,
who's running down here? Get yourself down here. Get yourself down here and enjoy a great day. Okay, we're going to have a great day. So enjoy it. Don't believe the lies and the smears. Come and see for yourself. You'll be shocked by the demographic of support we have. It's not young football hooligans and angry white racists. It's all bullshit. You've been lied to, you've been deceived. They lied to you about COVID, they lied to you about vaccines, they lied to you about everything. They lied to you about us.
And may I thank you so much for shouting us out before. That's cool. Because you're one of the few people that we cover who actually shout out all of the people.
I want to see, you see you lot, this is the future, okay? You bypass the massive funding, whether it be big pharma funding the media, whether it be globalist funding the media, bypass it, reach straight into the public, and you're the people to do that.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Right, okay, the main rally is, so the march is now starting soon, very soon. Right, the main march is starting. Okay, Ben, switch everything off on that camera, grab a spare battery, and let's get out of here. We need to get down to the main march. Yeah, you're just... Is there a strap for it? Check the bag, quickly. Nice to have you with us here, guys. If you guys would be kind enough to hit a little like, a little thumb, that will help expose this live stream to more and more people. So it will help us with the algorithm, get this out to more people. So if everyone in there could hit the thumb, that would massively help us. And if you could share directly, you can share out to different people. You know, no straps in here?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Put that down on the floor. Put it in the middle of the tripod. What's happening? Put it down. I've got my hands full. You take this. Go speak to someone. One second. Yeah. Tell people. got windows down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a thing of tape. This tape is needed. Okay, you can go get water. I'm going to go down to the start of the march. Yeah,
without the fucking.
that's broken. So you see here, these dots, that's just shorn off of here. I've tried popping it back on. It doesn't seem to be working. That's broken, mate. That's broken.
Okay. Well, I mean, what's the solution?
We'll need to buy another one later. But we have the other mics. We have the clip-on mics, so we'll use the clip-on mics. Anyone who wants to donate to help us? No, I'm going to just take the live stream and the GoPro and.
Can you put that back on there, mate? While I go and get the water.
I need to go now.
Okay, well,
but you can have someone look after this.
That's right, I'll be here, it's fine. I'm just going to go and get some water, but I know that Steve's not going to be
just have someone look after it. I'm going to run, and I'll catch you soon, okay?
Alright, I'll see you there.
Cool. Right. Okay, ladies and gents, we're now on the way to the main start of the march, because we've got about half an hour before it starts. She's in worse, sorry. Right, so we've got a small journey to go on. It's about an 18-minute walk. But I want to be there before it all kicks off. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's get this chat live.
Where's Tommy gone? Where's Tommy?
He's behind the stage.
Oh, he's still there, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, brilliant, thanks.
I'll be going down to lead the march though. I'm going down now.
Alright.
I don't see a major police presence, but you'd expect a major police presence up in that corner, because that's where, from what I've seen on Twitter, I did a bit of scouting beforehand, that's where I'd expect the socialists to be coming from. Alright, we're going to move quickly. Oh no, not quickly enough. I need to grab a drink, and we're going to move as fast as we can. Oh, do you know what? I made a mistake. I'm going to have to go in the car up here. Right, 18-minute walk, and we'll be at the main area. So we're heading down to the Royal Courts of Justice, as they're called. Sorry. Main thing. I'm going to need a big bottle of drink as well. Sorry for this, guys. Is what it is.
Touch the screen to start.
We'll be moving on very shortly. Sorry, I was going to head off a little bit sooner, but then there's your phone in the bag.
Please select your payment. Please wait while we process payment accepted.
Okay. Right, let me get these in my bag, then we're off.
Receipt. Please take your shopping.
Right. We go to the Royal Courts of Justice. Okay, off we go. Right, don't stop reporting. Right, so I'm concerned about the leftist protest. Let me just give you a few details about it. So it's got mainstream celebrity appeal. So you've had Paloma Faith come out and come out in support, and I believe Paloma Faith is going to be turning up at this protest. On top, you've got Jeremy Corbyn, who can always rally a big crowd. So you've got Jeremy Corbyn down there. I'm not 100% sure whether some of the Islamist MPs are going to be coming down as well. The independent Muslim MPs. I'm not sure. But Labour did just take the whip off, I think it was 7 or 9 of its MPs. So it might be possible that they're coming down too. So there could be a fairly decent crowd heading down. And it's just whether the police block them off. Like, you see that you've got police like here. You do have police around, you've got another police van over there. But I would have expected some sort of physical barrier between the two protests. And there may be one, but I can't see it. And it doesn't look like one to me, which is concerning. Obviously, there's a political aspect to this, that given the fact the last one was really peaceful, and given the fact that it was during a general election, obviously, they may have decided to be a bit more quiet on it rather than provoke outrage. But now they have an opportunity to create a lot of trouble by allowing these two groups to get together, and then they can come out and call everyone extremists. And they can take their selectively edited photographs. Obviously, we don't sell to the MSM because we did that once, I think, and then the way they used our photographs was disgusting. And we thought, wait a second, if we sell this, we have no control over what they're using this for, and we thought it was unacceptable. So we've turned down so many bloody thousands in sales, but you can't, well, people can, but I don't want to have my footage taken and used in malicious ways to spread lies. That's not what I'm out here for. Although I do understand people who do, because they say, well, I can tell the truth and they can tell their lies, but they can pay me, enabling me to tell the truth. So I understand people, and I know perfectly good people who do go report truthfully, but then they sell their footage to the MSM. But that's not for me. Well, let me flip this around so I can see what you guys are saying. Right, let's go into the live chat. Oh, we got South Africa. Got someone from South Africa in the chat. Very interesting. South Africa's been completely destroyed. I do feel sorry, and I do hope that you can restore your country. What else we got? Yeah, well, I think the intention of many who turn up to leftist protests is to provoke deliberately. Obviously, not all of them, but there's a danger. Right, we're not far away now from the High Court. We're about another few minutes. I see the main RAF chapel, and yeah, we're getting very close now. So it's not going to be a long march. It's not going to be a long march at all. But there is a big documentary to watch. So we're going to have that documentary, and we'll be streaming from here. We're going to stream the march. I'm not sure whether the march is going to loop around a little bit, so it might do. By the way, for anyone new here, we'd like to thank the Blockheads production team for helping us out with the podcast studio, and basically the way of repaying them is that Blockheads are performing on the 3rd of August. If you like Ian Jury and the Blockheads, Ian Jury's gone, but if you do like the Blockheads, I would suggest you come down. I'm going to be down on 3rd of August at Bush Hall, and grab yourself some tickets, because it should be good. We've got a bit of a gathering here. We're getting closer. Hello, man.
What's happening here, son? How many drinks are you here?
Guys, and this isn't the main protest. This is just the pub. Right. Another few minutes and we'll be there. This is the perfect pitch, actually. You're halfway between the two of them, so you get to have a nice little drink beforehand. Although, I know Tommy has said that he doesn't want people drinking on this rally, because he knows that the police may play games, and they have done so regularly. Guys, by the way, if you do want to support what we do and help cover the costs of, you know, all the gigabytes of data this takes up, and we need replacement batteries on, just like travelling down here. Our podcast as well. Tommy said he liked the one with Andrew Bridgen. Obviously, travel up to Northwest Leicestershire for that. If you want to support us with this, then you can go on our Patreon and donate £3, or if you can more, a month to help keep us going. If literally if 10% of the people in here went and donated, I said we could double what we do. That'd be £900 a month. That'd be insane, because we're not doing this to make money. £900 to us isn't like an income. That's us being able to do more podcasts, maybe live podcasts, cover more events, go to other places around the country, expand outside of London. All right, these are the sort of things that we could do. Enable us to have a better level of kit. You know, maybe invest in something to maintain perfect signal. We could have heavier kit even. A few different things that we could do. But yeah, at the moment we're on a grand total of £37 from 14 people who've been kind enough to donate £3. So shout out to the 14 people. You're absolutely lovely. I know everyone thinks that, you know, you make millions from YouTube. We obviously are demonetized. And so yeah, it's just, you know, me and a couple of other guys are helping out, spending our own money and not making anything. But it would be heavily appreciated, because everyone goes, oh, I'll do that at some point. So, oh, I love your stuff. But genuinely, what we're making is £37. But anyway, we are coming up now. We have got there is the RAF chapel. That's where they hold RAF tribunal straight ahead. You'll see it just behind this tree once we get past these bikes. And behind that is the Royal Court. I see a lot of flags up there, a lot of flags. Oh my. That is a big crowd. And if that travels all the way down to the High Court, that's going to be huge. Lots and lots. There's the RAF chapel. It is gorgeous. Celebrates a lot of our veterans. And that building you can see just peeking behind it is the High Court, our destination. Hello, hello!
How are you? Did you get my email?
When did you email?
I emailed about this. See if you could do something on this.
Oh, okay. What is it?
The Teaching 5, they all got arrested. For the protest at Khan's house.
Really?
Two-tiered policing. So we're basically putting this out to help them.
Just stay in the same position for seconds.
There's 5 of them.
Anyone who wants to scan that can scan it.
There's 5 of them, and for their legal costs, basically. Because yeah, it's two-tier policing. They're all up in court on the 9th of August. And
which court?
They're all going to Westminster, and
Magistrates.
it's harassment against Sadiq Khan on their sheet.
On the 9th of August?
On the 9th of August. So if you can please put something out and help them in any way, because obviously it's a very stressful time for them, and yeah, it's not good. It's harassment against Sadiq Khan. He wasn't. The protests were no different to any other protest we've done. They had in excess of probably 300 officers drafted in. They could have contacted them the day before and said, you know, this can't go ahead, but no, on the day 300 officers drafted in and set upon. We've got all the footage, no one was doing anything wrong, there was no difference to any other protest, and 5 were arrested, 5 people that are no trouble at all. So
that sounds horrible.
it was awful. 5 of our friends, so we're really trying to help them, so if you could get anything out on it.
Yep, well, you're live to over 3,000 people at the moment.
Hiya!
So that's the 9th of August. What was that, Monday? Friday. 9th of August, and that's Westminster
I believe, 1
Magistrates.
o'clock.
Okay, so long as I'm not working that day, I will be down.
I've sent you an email though, sir.
Okay,
Check it out,
I will
and
check the
it will have
email.
my phone number on it, but that would be brilliant.
Oh, well, if it's got your phone number.
Yes, get in touch and come and help us out, please.
Okay, I'll see if I can come down.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, you all right?
All right, let's go. You right there? This is a nice big group we've got here. Oh, hello! Look who we've got here, ladies and gents.
It's big. You've been over there yet? Have you been over there yet?
No.
That's big over there.
It's mate, it looks huge.
Yeah, I'll go this way around. I'll go that way around the road. To get through, it's pretty tough.
Okay, I'll go around.
1,000.
Oh, shout yourself out. Go on, go on.
Thanks for watching on YouTube. Old school, I am. No gimbal. Just raw. Gonzo live streaming.
Well, that's my live streams as well, but then we get all the footage out the GoPro and it's lovely and stabilised.
Yeah.
Let me just check we've got power. Still 100% from the power bank.
Yeah, it's pretty big, mate. It was nice to walk up to, you know?
So, I've got to do a quick interview. Okay. Tell me, what brings you out here today?
Well, I'm British. I'm Welsh first, obviously, but I'm British. So, I wouldn't miss this for the world. And I lost my lift on Thursday because my mate had family problems. So, I only managed to get here by Friday afternoon. How you doing, mate? So, just so pleased to be here because it was going to be. I was struggling.
There, darling. And what are the things that you're worried about within the country? What things are going wrong?
Everything's going wrong, and it has been going wrong for 20 years. Mass uncontrolled migration. The reasons for that is clearly to bring up GDP, even if it's like 0.25%, but in reality, per capita, our GDP is going down, it's not going up. There's so much wrong, not leaving Europe properly. Now it looks like we're going straight back into it, or not officially, but and we've got another 4 years of this, maybe even 8 years of this. So it ain't good. But yeah, the reality of Labour having a super majority as well is not good. But we knew that at the time, and it's just the reality.
And what do you think about, are you excited for this documentary that we're going to see with talking about the justice system?
I know all about that.
What do you think of the British justice system?
It's terrible, especially when it comes to basically, if you don't follow the narrative and you go against the narrative, for example, the Stradey Park Hotel, you will end up getting arrested, you will end up being targeted, like I was and many other. There was 45 arrests in the Stradey Park Hotel. The vast majority were within the locality, and the vast majority were unlawful. And there's many people going to HNK now. Spoken to someone who's speaking to HNK, not going to mention their names. Another great case, and they're going to get money. So yeah, if you go against the narrative, be prepared.
Because they'll come after you, won't they?
They come after you. That's the reality, as you know.
And what steps do you think need to be taken to solve all of this?
Well,
apart from hanging them all.
Well, we can't have the Lib Con sort of big three again. That's out. I'm not a major fan of Farage, but at the same stage, this is what we need at the moment. So, I mean, if Farage, for example, did become Prime Minister in 8 years' time, would I be pissed off? Would I fuck? Would I fuck? You know, I'm not his biggest fan, but at the same stage, it'd be brilliant. And that's what we've got to do, rock that apple cart. People power, you can see what's going on at the moment. I mean, where's the biggest outrage? Some chap's getting a kick in Manchester Airport, or a serving soldier being butchered to an inch of his life. And what are we hearing about in the news all the time? Some chaps who already had a fight with some PCs. I mean, granted, the police were out of order. They shouldn't be kicking people or stamping on people's heads. That's just typical police. And you know why they done that? Because the WPC was assaulted, and that copper wants to be the white knight. He wants to be the white knight.
They say she was assaulted.
Yeah, but if that was the case, he wants to be the white knight.
Look, I don't trust anything they say.
I know.
And so when they say people are, oh, but she was assaulted.
But say it happened.
Do you know what?
Say she was assaulted. Say she broke her nose.
Say that. I don't care. She's a criminal and she's a thug and she's part of the police, and I couldn't care less if she were assaulted.
Did he act like a white knight? If that's what happened, did he act like a white knight?
He was trying to do the white knight thing. Oh, here we go, here we go.
Wilson's best to order. I hate doing interviews.
How you doing, brother?
Good.
This legend.
All right, lads.
Are you going to say streaming?
Yep. 3,000 people.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? What's brought you out here today?
Unite Britain.
Unite Britain. We need to unite Britain.
What Britain's about. Yeah. You want to be free?
Yeah, forgotten about.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop the Palestinian protest. Stop the wokeness.
If they would have placed the Palestinian marches better, we wouldn't be here doing all this.
We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back.
Sorry? Oh yeah, this man's a legend.
Yeah. Resistance GB.
Yeah.
Resistance GB. Watch out. We've got a bus coming through. I think we're going to have to nudge up a little bit. I've got to say, you three seem a little bit younger than most people here.
But we're the ones who this is going to suffer. It's our generation that's going to suffer in
How are you being affected by the mass migration?
You know, it's just like in schools they're pressuring us to learn about Islam and learn about the people that are coming over. I don't want to learn about that. I want to learn about my culture, my beliefs, and I'm proud to be English.
Instead of teaching them how
have they taught you about the Magna Carta?
No. Yes, they did. Yeah.
Have they taught you about the Bill of Rights?
No, I don't remember that.
Did you learn about the Battle of Agincourt?
No.
You don't know about the Battle of Agincourt?
No. They're teaching us in school. They were teaching us about you know, about Islam, about Prophet Muhammad, and all their ideologies. They barely cover Christianity at all.
Did they tell you about how he was a warlord who brutally murdered people?
No, they wouldn't say any of that. And when I tried to stand up and say that some of them things, I would get in trouble for it.
They told you?
Yeah, I would get in trouble for it. I would get suspended from school because apparently I was being racist. I wasn't. I was just trying to, you know.
You're questioning an ideology.
Yes, I was questioning the ideology, and in my opinion, it's not the right ideology.
Well, you're an Englishman.
I'm an Englishman.
And what's one of your foremost rights? The right to free.
Yeah, free speech. Free speech. You know,
taking it away, brother.
They're trying to take away my free speech in school. They're trying to silence me in school, to suspend me from school for, you know, trying to stand up and discuss stuff about Islam, the wrongs of it. So they only say, oh, Islam's a peaceful religion, but if you look into their book, you'll find out it's not.
Slay all of the infidels, cut off every single one of their fingertips, hunt them down wherever you can find them. Right? All chapter 9, chapter 13.
People like you that fucking help this country and help the fight back, and we appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. So, what are you worried also about your future going forward with the house prices? Because of mass migration.
100%. I'm worried that I won't be able to afford a mortgage on my house.
You ain't gonna be able to rent it now. These haven't got a future as it stands.
No, that's why I'm here today, to try and get back our country to it. So my kids, my grandkids, my generations, you know, younger than me can have their future.
And do they teach you at school that Hitler was right wing?
Yeah. They say that he's a Nazi, he's a fascist. They don't discuss.
Tommy Robertson. Oh, Tommy Robinson. What if I told you that Hitler was a far left-wing socialist?
That is hard to believe. That's hard to believe.
Yeah. What does Nazi stand for? What political party was Hitler's party?
The National Socialists.
National Socialist German Workers' Party.
Yeah.
You know what they did? They that said that you had a right to private property.
Really?
They went and they actually essentially mandated trade unions in just about every single business, and they put massive controls over all of the businesses.
I did not know that. We all thought Hitler was wrong. Hitler was a Nazi. Hitler tried to kill all the Jews.
He was a Nazi. He did try and kill a lot of Jews.
We didn't get taught any of this.
But if you look at what he did in Germany, it's all massive state control. What is the left wing? It's massive state, big state control. That is exactly what he did. He took over most of the industries via sort of regulation boards. They pushed out all of the businessmen who opposed him. They said you can't even have a real seat on your own business anymore. And they forced people to join up to the party in order just to run their own businesses. The taxes were absolutely through the roof. And then telling people what they can and can't wear. Well, we saw that during the lockdowns, didn't we?
And the thing that's really angered me this past week is when an illegal migrant stabbed and butchered one of our soldiers who was off duty, walking to work in full army uniform, trying to protect the country and the people that live within it. And none of the mainstream media covered that. It was only Urban Scoop and GB News. We barely heard it, and all you heard about was people from, I guess, Muslims and Muslim backgrounds in the Manchester airport, whereas people don't know that he assaulted a female police officer and broke her nose.
Well, when you say that, it's like, aren't the police just a big criminal gang?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't like that.
I'm sorry, if someone says the police have been assaulted, I just start laughing.
I'm happy about it. Can I get a picture of me and you, please, brother?
Yeah, of course, man.
Top man, thank you, brother.
No problem, man.
Thank you, man.
Right, let me go. Resistance GB.
How's your court case going?
Resistance GB.
You had a court case?
Yeah, so court case, I've got 2 not guilties, and now I'm trying to go after them. I'm just having a bit of trouble with it.
Fucking hell. Fighting assistant, good on you, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate
keep
it,
calm,
mate.
carry on.
I look forward to looking at YouTube tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Take care, mate. Guys, if everyone could hit the little thumbs up like button, it will get this video out to more people. That would be lovely if anyone could do that. And yeah, if more people could do that, that'd be lovely. Share to all of your mates. Let's get as many people in here as possible.
God bless you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Very good work.
Thank you very much.
See, man, the Spirit of the Lord is with you. I've seen you on YouTube. This is the first time I've been to anything like this.
Really? Go on, speak to the people.
Peace. One love, one heart, yeah? Peace, one love, one heart. Just remember, we're in a spiritual battle, and we will win. You just got to have faith in the Almighty, yeah? We will win. Because it's written in the Bible, it's all predicted. Just keep, the Spirit of the Lord Jesus Christ, Bob Marley. Bob is the antidote to this darkness that's upon the world, yeah? So we will win. Just remember that. He saved my soul, he'll save yours too.
This is your first protest like this for Tommy. What do you think of it so far?
Amazing, yeah. It's good to see, like Bob was black and white, you know, it's good to see people coming together and just speaking the truth.
Well, I don't live on the sort of left-wing plantation that they want to keep here.
No, that's right. So I brought Bob with me, he's my help, my guidance, and we will make it through. You just got to have faith and believe. If you think you can, you will, and if you think you can't, you won't. Just remember that.
Beautiful. Cheers, man. Thank you. Oh, and can I get a shout out to people to jump on our Patreon? So far we've got 14 people who are donating £3 a month, so we're making £37.
I'm really old world order. I'm terrible. I'm just about to turn the computer on. I don't like this new world order. I can't stand it. My wife does everything for me. I'm like of the old world. I want to stay like that. I don't like, you know,
That's okay.
Anyway. Right. Yeah, a big shout out to
Resistance UB.
Yeah, Resistance UB, yeah.
Right. What? This is insane. Sorry, I've got to get this on. Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Okay. Right. We've got to get some aerial footage.
Get the extension out.
Oh no.
Click.
Hello.
Wales, we had a chat with
Pleasure.
Rachel and all that, my good friend, you know what I mean?
Oh, Tommy!
You got to jump first one.
No.
I didn't as well.
What's this banner? Hello. Not too bad. I'm trying to find somewhere to get up, but no. It's just that you can't see it all. It's so huge.
hold there.
Climb up here. Oh no, that's too much parkour. 1 second. Okay, well, let's see how I can do to really get a nice view. There's not enough room for a boot. There's not enough room on it.
Oh no. What, original one or
Yeah, no, original one, yeah. Right. I want more aerial footage. We get a few more up in the air. Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? You excited?
Thank you, how are you?
Not too bad. Just trying to get shots from above, but it's... Oh, wait. Those fences.
Yeah.
Oh no, those benches. Yes. Yep, it's happening.
Hello, you. How
Hello,
are you
hello.
doing?
Not too bad.
Oh, you was brilliant last time on the stage, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I love watching you.
I'm glad someone remembers my speech. People say, oh, you guys now.
I just went you from the COVID marches. It was brilliant. You was always there up front.
Well, I'm trying to be here for these.
Say that again, yeah.
I'm trying to always be here for these.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I've been watching your, like, on your channel.
My podcast?
Yeah, your podcast with your interviews.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, you're amazing, darling.
Oh, thank you. No, Resistance GB, not GB News. We're more freedom than them.
Resistance.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind if I jump onto a little corner of here? I'd just love to... Crowds just go on and on. Huge. And I need to get in these ladies by special request. Come on. You've nicked her flag? Theft! Do you think this was the leftist march with all of this stealing?
Yeah. Give me my flag back.
Right. I'm sorry, ladies. I do have to run. Thank you. Oh. Resistance GB. Sorry. Did I come across you? Cheers. Thank you. Hello, man.
Content, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Cheers, man. Thank you. Loads and loads of people in the chat. I cannot keep up with it. Oh my god, it's hot. I'm melting it. Crowds are never ending. I think I'm trapped. Hello. Hello, guys. Not too bad. May I interview you guys? You're on YouTube and you're live to 4,800 people.
How you doing, people?
So what brings you guys out today?
mate. We're sick of it. Sick of the country, mate.
Yeah.
We love our country, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We're very passionate.
It's out of control, mate, isn't it? Out of control. So, you was here last time, weren't you?
We saw you.
What are some of the things that you think are going wrong?
Immigration, for a start. Out of control, mate. Out of control. Yeah. Like, obviously, everyone knows we need immigration in the country, don't we?
Do we?
Well,
I mean, that's not...
Housing, my man.
That...
English people housing. I'm one of them. I got rejected last week under medical grounds, disgrace. But housing, one of the main issues. You look at everyone on the street, it's English. That's enough.
But the third world market.
Yeah.
That is it. We are turning into a third world country, bringing them all here, and that's the problem. Look at what happened in Leeds. Look at what happened, Manchester Airport. It's a mess, absolute mess. Yeah, it is. It is.
But you say that we need migration. Is that not just what they've indoctrinated us to believe?
Probably.
Because the thing is,
it's been fine.
but do we actually need it? Is that not just saying that British people can't do stuff?
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, you are right.
I mean, do we need like Japan? We went through over 1,000 years with basically zero immigration.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Yeah, Japan has traditionally had next to no immigration.
Here's one for you. Transport, my man. I don't even get on the bus no more. Transport. You're on every bus. It's just taken over. Transport, housing, everything. It's a joke.
Third world
It's a
banana
joke.
republic, mate.
Yeah.
That's what we're turning into.
So you guys seem like a young couple. May I ask how old you are roughly?
I'm 30, mate.
28.
So young.
And I take it you're hoping to buy your first place?
Yeah, sure, mate. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're looking out. Impossible, though. Impossible. It's impossible, mate.
Yeah.
But immigration's out of control. Out of control. Yeah. You invite these third world freaking republic over, mate, and we're fucked, aren't we? So we're going to become the same, aren't we? So. Yeah. Sick of it, mate.
So what do you think?
I completely agree.
I'm not good at camera.
Yeah,
if I was in my front room, mate, I'd be fine.
How have you fared so far saving up for your deposit?
Not very well, to be honest. Increased costs with everything. Can't afford it.
The ones that have come over now, what are they going to do? They're building houses, aren't they? What about us? We're fucked, mate.
So what steps do you think need to be taken to solve it?
What do you reckon?
Well,
just do it.
Labour are in.
Stop all
so
immigration.
We're completely fucked anyway. Yeah.
Stop all immigration. That's what
Yeah. The country's in a state. Keir Starmer's just given, I think it's Africa, 84 million or something like that. Why not pump that into our country? Yeah.
But I mean, aren't they all one big uniparty anyway, though? I mean, you got Tories, you got Labour. I mean, I think the Tories are in a way worse than Labour because they enact worse policies than Labour, right? They're like Labour's policies, but then they put a Union Jack on them, right? Because they're like, no, but we're going to stop the votes. By the way, here's another 2 million people in 1 year.
Hello, mate.
No.
Go on.
I want to encourage the votes.
You want more votes?
Yeah, more votes. Nah, fucking get rid of the votes.
So, why are you out here today then?
I'm out here because I want to. I love England. I think English people should enjoy England. I think everyone should enjoy England. However, no more votes, baby. No more fucking votes. You know, we went to Whitechapel a little while ago and we were shocked. It was horrific. It was literally like walking down a street in the middle of some third world country.
Me and leftist?
Are you?
No.
You're doing a speech tonight, mate.
Why are you trying to fuck off all the right wing people? He's not. He's getting our view. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's with us. Shit. No, he's with us. Some of us. No, I don't.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
He's doing a speech.
Fuck the fucking Antifa. No, fuck you, dirty cunt. Smelly cunt. They stink. Nah.
I think this girl's a bit drunk.
Yeah. That's not the right way to go about it. That's how, people think that people like us are a bunch of mongs, and and we're obviously not. We're passionate, we love our country, and we're seeing it just taken over, by all these migrants. Women are not safe on the streets.
How do you feel where you come from? Where do you come from?
I'm from Bucks, but you don't feel safe. You've got men sort of leering at you, not English men. Yeah, so, yeah. But yeah, that's not the right way to go about it in my view.
Do the women around you also feel scared?
To be honest, the women around me don't share the same views quite so passionately, to be honest. I think I'm the one that's always sort of ranting and, going on about it.
Well, hopefully they'll wake up before they get in trouble.
I hope so. But you can't say anything nowadays because you get branded a racist, and that's the problem.
Well, see, I have a lot of trouble with being racist, right? So I have to have a rota. So half the week I have to be a white supremacist, and the other half of the week I have to be a black supremacist, right?
Okay.
And Thursdays are quite awkward, right?
Okay.
So they're on a rota between each 2 weeks, so I have to work out like a rota for which racial supremacy I'm going.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it.
It's difficult.
It is difficult. It is difficult.
It's so hard being a racist. But yeah, we can see via BLM who are the real racists.
Yeah, exactly. I can't, honestly. Yeah. Black Lives Matter is something else.
Well, they're neo-Nazis.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're victims, and they have this victim mindset.
But they're not actual victims.
Oh, absolutely not.
I can understand someone who is a victim.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a second-class citizen in your own country?
It's madness. And I was watching this podcast a little while ago, and it was this guy, and apparently there's this survey that's done every year on how sort of racist your country is, and I think we come second or third in being the least or the most diverse. Madness. We're the most diverse country, there is. But yeah.
And we have fundamental rights as well.
Yeah.
Which they are trying to take away.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But anyway, it's been a pleasure.
You too.
And I hope that you stay safe in Bucks.
I'm sure I will.
Well, I don't know how I'm getting out of here. I'm trapped. I'm not sure which way this is going out.
It's pulling out the back.
Oh, thank you. Would you be kind enough to pop this in the bag for me? Yeah. It won't leak. It'll be fine. Thank you so much. Don't want to be littering, guys. Let's get back to the live chat. I don't know what's going on with this drunk girl.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers, man.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, that's okay. Right, I'm going to need to readjust this lead because we need power back into this phone. If everyone could hit that little like button, that will help get this video out to as many people as possible.
Good to see you again.
Oh, hello. Okay.
You're live?
Go on. Tell us what's brought you out.
I just want to end the two-tier policing, want to stop people being pepper sprayed and curb stomped for protesting against the police. I'm not a fan of state tyranny. You may be able to tell based off the t-shirt, I oppose tyranny in all its forms.
You oppose tyranny?
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing?
I know I should be straight in the gulag, shouldn't I, for opposing tyranny.
So, what are the main problems that you're worried about?
Living in a dystopian hellscape, really. People being arrested for jokes, people being arrested for silently praying in their own heads. Isabel Vaughan, that happened twice. Several other people being arrested for speech, being arrested for opinions, people being debanked for opinions, but not murderers or terrorists or rapists. No, they can have bank accounts just fine, but the people who have opinions, they can't have bank accounts. That's horrifying. Because sooner or later there'll be someone who might actually be hateful, whether they are or they aren't is irrelevant. Nobody should be debanked unless they do one thing. If they use that bank to commit a financial crime, then that bank should get rid of them, because obviously you've used their services to break the law, but you shouldn't be debanked for anything else. Nobody else is debanked. It's horrifying, because it'll happen for everybody eventually. Unless you agree with the government narrative on everything, you will lose your bank account eventually.
What steps do you think this movement needs to take to go to the next level? Where do you think it needs to go and how?
Further north. Get outside of London. It's really hard to get down here. It's really packed and crammed, and as you can see, the square's overpacked. And there was some good news recently.
Nice to see you.
The big bad Assange got let out of prison.
It's almost like they're clearing the way for Keir Starmer.
Under unfavourable terms, granted, because he had to admit to being guilty, but I don't think exposing government corruption is a crime. I think it's a duty.
So, you want this to go up north, but what do you want it to do up north? More rallies?
Get
or
more people.
More people? And what's the goal? Is it just to raise awareness?
End government tyranny. The elections happened recently, and great, we got rid of one party for another. They're the same party. One just painted a different colour. All that's been happening recently. Do you remember the 2 weeks to flatten the curve? That turned into, 4 years? What happened? People died alone in isolation. People were coerced to take experimental injections. They were injured and killed. They were given no compensation. They were lied to. They were gaslit, told, it's all on your head, bro. But many people have been injured. Many people have lost their lives and limbs and people they care about to this. They've lost their jobs when they refused, and thankfully I had none of them, but I know people that did, and lots of people I've spoken to that have had them, they got disabilities, some of them lifelong, some of them were more temporary, but some people have lost their lives to this, and they've lost their entire careers. It's horrifying. And yet, weirdly, if you look up something called the Nuremberg Code, if you coerce somebody to take an experimental medical procedure, that violates Section 1 of the Nuremberg Code, and yet our government violated it. Ironically, one of the few governments that didn't was North Korea. And also Florida.
So we're here outside the High Court. What do you think of British justice?
It's terrible. It's terrible. Well, it's justice in quotation marks. And journalists, actual journalists, get arrested by the police. They get slammed to the ground like this man here, for no reason. No reason whatsoever. I saw it. He wasn't being intimidating or harassing or threatening. He wasn't even resisting. He was just peacefully recording people. That's literally his job.
So, what are you excited for this documentary that we're going to see today?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it's about yet, but I know there's a speaker who's going to be speaking today. Is my friend. I'm going to support him. Yeah.
Do you want to shout him out?
He got injured. John Watt. He got injured by some of the injections, so yeah, he's going to be speaking today. So I figured to come and join the support.
What do you think of the turnout here today?
It's a good start.
What numbers do you think?
There's definitely a few thousand, but I don't know how many thousand.
Say a few thousand. I'm thinking it's going to be up in the tens.
Maybe. Yeah, it's massive here. Everybody's nice and friendly. Really nice to see so many flags about. Love to see people who are in favour of freedom and who are against two-tier policing even. Yes, it's fantastic, and you should definitely watch GB News. Sorry. Resistance GB, my mistake, sorry.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and you should watch my Odyssey and Rumble.
Just because they copied our logo.
They did, didn't they? Because you had it first.
And we're broadcasting first. We're older than GB News. We started in 2020.
You're also more reliable and trustworthy as well.
Yeah, but I think we have maybe we probably have a millionth of the income that they have or something like that.
It's a shame really, because time and time again it's been proven the independent journalists who actually go out and report the real stuff, they've been correct the whole time. The independent journalists said lockdowns are coming, they were called conspiracy theorists. Lockdowns happened. 15-minute cities are coming. Well, it's already happened in Oxford. Like, time and time again, they're the ones who are correct. Turn off your TV, stop watching live, and cancel your TV license. It's really easy.
And if they do cancel their TV license, hopefully they could donate that to us.
Yeah, you could donate it to actually real journalists that do their proper job,
Well, at the moment, we've got 14 people who pay £3 a month. So we're making £37 a month.
Seriously?
Yes. We've got 5,000 people watching. What are you going to say to the 5,000 people watching? Should they try and support us?
Come on down. if you can't support, come on down.
And what would you say to people who are at home who are able to watch this via our live stream? Should they chuck us £3?
If you can spare it. If it's a one-off donation, I mean, it's your money, do what you want. But make no mistakes. If people like this aren't funded, they will go away. There's a reason why they try to ban people like this from the social media platforms, and thankfully, Elon is going in the direction of free speech. Largely.
Largely.
Much better than the other clowns. But
I think he's going more and more right wing, which is good. He's getting more and more libertarian.
It's just removing the censorship, removing the government censorship.
And the thing
from
is,
the Twitter files about how the government would tell people to shut down speech, which violates Section 230, which is an American law of if you're a platform, you have to allow everybody, unless they're actually inciting violence or actually inciting a crime. That makes you a platform. But if you're not, you're a publisher. So if you're a publisher and you say something, you're liable for that. Well, as a platform, you're not liable for anything anyone says because you allow all views. And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Let people make up their own mind. Like, don't listen to when people say, this person's this person's that. Go and listen to what that person has to say. Go and watch them. Go and read their book. Go and watch their channel, whatever it is. Go and listen to what they have to say.
I say so. Well, thank you, man.
You're still live, yeah?
Yeah, still live. 5,000 people.
Oh yeah, it's good, man. I want to ask you a favour if you.
What can I help with? I'm not sure what I can do tomorrow because I'm completely.
But if you want to come to Scotland anytime, it's much easier.
Is he going to be coming back down to London again?
I don't know, but he's speaking to him.
Maybe I can catch him today.
Sorry for saying the wrong channel there.
That's okay. There you go. It's got resistance to UV. Send me a text saying it's you. Say it's the guy with the Thomas Jefferson top. Right, so I'll know who it is. What's your name again? James. There are too many Jameses. Say Thomas Jefferson. James Thomas Jefferson top.
James with the free speech. It's great seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too. But yeah, I do want to cover a lot of this.
I'm glad I finally gave an interview. I've always dodged it, but this time I said, no, I'm going to give an interview. Now.
You had to do it at least once. Right.
If they fire me, I don't care.
Are we?
Go to the Free Speech Union.
They won't help you.
Well, actually, it's a fair point.
They kicked me out. They kicked me out. I was getting mine to go to the country.
That's shocking.
Thank you.
You keep it hard working.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Oh, speaking of it.
Yeah, man. Oh, let's jump in. Oh, wait. Let's rotate slightly. Let's get the flag in the background. Let's get the flag. There we go. Thank you very much. Lovely. Thank you so much, man.
I'll text you afterwards for
if we're around. Apparently it's meant to go on for ages, yonks and yonks. So yeah, hopefully we'll see where it goes. Right, oh my god, guys, this doesn't end. It literally doesn't end. The numbers down here are insane, absolutely insane numbers. I'm just going to switch up battery. Could you do me a favour? Could you hold me this? Wonderful. This top of this is non-essential.
Did you hear that Hearts of Oak are going to get David Wood down?
David Wood?
Yeah, from America.
Who's he?
He was the Speaker's Corner last month.
I'm not sure who he is. What does he do?
He's like the American version of the bad man.
Oh.
The man who shall not be named.
Oh, I see. Okay, well that sounds interesting.
He spoke to her to Tash a few times.
I like Jay Smith. Do you know Jay Smith?
Yeah, I met him personally. He's a lovely person.
Yeah, I've
Got a
never
chance to chat to him once.
I've never met him personally. That's the thing. But I want to. I'd love to speak to him about Islam. Jay Smith. Is he a doctor in Islamic dilemma?
I'll send him a link if he says I can give you the details.
Oh, that would be wonderful. If he's ever back in Britain, I would love to sit down with him. I would love
I'll
to.
send him an email. I'll ask him for your man.
Okay, cheers,
Good
man.
networking, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Hey. Do you know what the problem is with this flag? It's got too many legs. Traditionally, dragons only had 2 legs, you know that?
This is an Anglo-Saxon dragon, so it's a bit different.
No, I know it's an Anglo. That's a white dragon of England, right? So you know the legend of Merlin. You know, the red dragon, white dragon fall. But the problem is, the modern versions, they should only have 2 legs. They should only have the 2 back legs rather than the 2 front legs. That is a historical inaccuracy.
I'll take that on board.
Yeah, I know. I tried looking up to find an original one, but it's just a pain in the ass trying to find one.
Yeah.
But yeah, two legs.
2 legs.
And in modern parlance, they're called wyverns. But traditionally, all dragons had 2 legs. Why? Because people looked at the natural world. Name me an animal, not an insect, an animal, which has wings and also 4 legs.
Go throw.
You don't, because these muscles, your pectoral muscles, are what, if you had wings, would drive your wings. So your arms are what turn into wings. Therefore, you wouldn't have the space. Where would the muscles be if you had wings?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it was.
Bring on white horse.
So for that, ladies and gents, we just got a little update there. That's all good. Right.